we ready? I don't believe you. Much better. We got more events. I know you guys can get louder, but we'll wait. It's the beginning. On your marks, get set, go. Just one round. Oh, don't worry, we're not done yet. This is a point system.
Oh.
Chairs 1 and 3, please come and grab your spoons and eggs. Around, we have plenty more events.
That was very gentlemanly of all of you to love to win. Elegance and poise wins the day, Tommy.
Alrighty, so we are over here with our first event done. We have 2 points to the Lobelia Girls Academy. And points pending at the Oron Academy team. Our next event is going to be a 3-legged race. So if I could get the competitors in seats 2 that have not had a chance to play the game yet. And the competitors closest to their height on their team. Because there is nobody from the height, it is okay, you can come compete with this friend of yours because you're a little bit shorter than the rest of your team there. That's okay. Really? Awesome. Alright, so just for this event and then the rest of the events are going to be left to the rest of the team. Don't worry, we have another round for the rest of you guys. So, the 3-legged race. Here you go. And here you go. What you are going to do with these is you are going to unclip them and tie your middle ankles together. So the person standing on the right, that's going to be your left ankle. Person standing on the left, that's going to be your right ankle. Give it a little tug and a shake there. Make sure that doesn't fall off. Please be careful. Team captains, we can have a quick safety inspection here. Mom, can we get a verdict from you on this? Are you comfortable?
They're fine as long as they actually, yes, they're fine.
Great. Okay, team captains, I'm going to have you run alongside to make sure nobody falls and nobody gets hurt. It is going to be down and back 1 time. First team back is the winner. Are there any questions from our competitors? Any questions from our team captains?
No, however, next time I'd like to try this game with Harley.
You're too tall, boss.
All right, are you ready? On your marks, get set, go. Let's get those 3-legged ties off the marks. Get set, go. Our competitors, are you all right? We're good, okay. Team Lobelia, 2 points on this one too. Team Oron, tie pending. Tie pending? Win pending, maybe. You guys can get a little bit louder for win pending. Alrighty. So we have one of my favorite events. This one is called a dizzy race. Team captains, if I could have you come up here and receive your Bokum. Ooh. So, our dizzy race. Team captains, if I could have your attention, because this one is important for you guys to know as well. What we are going to have your commoner competitors do, they are going to put the Bokum on the ground, point first. They are going to place their forehead right on the Bokum, and they are going to spin around in a circle with the sword point in the center until I tell them to stop. And when they have been told to stop, it is your job to orient them toward the finish line over there and make sure that they don't fall while they run there in their dizzy state. Or get sick. That's pretty good. Is there anybody on the teams who is sensitive to motion sickness? Okay. Anybody else over here? Sensitive to motion sickness? Not good with spins? What seat are you in? Okay. So, we are not going to do seat 5, like is on my list, turns out. Okay. We are going to go with, for round 1, seat 3. Okay. Let's do 1 practice spin to make sure we know what's going on. Heads on the Bokum. Walk around in a circle. Just 1 circle. And stop. Okay, we are all good. Please turn around, face the finish line. Because this is a dizzy race, we are going to do just there, because if we do back, it'll have time for the dizzy to wear off, and that's no fun for anyone. All right. So for round 1, again, first team to the finish line is going to get a point for this round. Please begin spinning now. I think we should get some hype for the spins here real quick so I can tell them to stop. 3, 2, 1, stop! All right, Team Lobelia, you didn't run into the wall there, did you?
I want to give that.
Okay, so for round 2, we are going to institute a speed walking policy. Round 1 got away with it. Round 2, speed walking. You ever see those grandmas on the street, little weights in hand going like this? That's you guys now. In my hands, about like this. I am going to be sidestepping. Continuing to sidestep. Your job is to station 1 person between person 1 and this mark here. Figure out where you're going to stand, because what we're going to do is person 1 is going to throw a beanbag to person 2. Person 2 is going to try to make it in the basket. You do not get the beanbags back if you throw them at me and miss. However, if the person over here does not catch the beanbag, You have to pick it up off the ground and throw it back to person 1. Are we good? On that little part there? Person 2 is the only one who is allowed to try to make beanbags into the basket, and because I am a human being and I am woefully out of shape, when this basket starts to get very heavy, it will go on the ground. Which is an incentive for you guys to try to fill up the basket quickly, because then it gets easier. So let's get person number 2 stationed wherever you like in that area.
Underhand or overhand?
It does not matter, but please do not aim for the face. Anywhere between your original person and the square, it's up to you. I will be adjusting my distance from you based on where you are. Competitors, are we clear on the rules? Good? Okay. Team captains, may I have one of you please come take the mic from me? For round 2, and Laura, I would like you to take the mic from me, but please start the clock whenever you are ready.
If you would please. 3, 2, 1, go.
We have to throw them as soon as we make them.
What appropriate music for this right now?